Hello, my loves. Welcome to my channel, Divine Nudges. How are you today? I hope fine and well, better than. Collective, today I was sitting in meditation and shuffling, and these three cards came out. There is someone who is suffering in silence with unspoken desires, broken dreams. This person feels blocked, or you may have this person blocked. And this person may be clingy or clinging on to the past. Okay. Collective, please place these messages where they resonate in your storyline. I say you sometimes, and you could be anybody in the story. I trust your intuition, and you should too. So, someone is suffering in silence with unspoken desires here, collective. Some of you may not be speaking your truth. Some of you may not be telling those around you what it is that you need in order to feel fulfilled. This could be in love, family, at work, broken dreams, and real feelings. You may not be communicating them. Some of you have been disappointed, and that's why your dreams have been broken and you're suffering in silence. But collective, I get that for the most part, this is regarding our past, an ex, an old lover. Okay. And this may be someone that you have blocked. You've moved on. You have nothing else to say. You've stopped calling them, entertaining them, communicating with them. And it's not necessarily because you're angry. It's just simply because you've moved on. And so this person is watching you from afar in the distance. This person may even be banging their head against the wall in frustration, punching walls. They're standing up only because there's a wall there to hold them up. Okay. But with these old exes, dead relationships, or old ways, what you're blocking is those old ways and those old patterns that weren't in the best interest of you. They weren't in the interest of your best and highest good. That's really what you're blocking. You're blocking that person's representation of all of the things that no longer serve you. See, sometimes things serve us to teach us lessons and to help us grow, to develop, to unfold, maybe to test our will, to test our character, and certainly to test our spiritual strength. But once we've passed those tests, those unfulfilling experiences no longer serve a purpose. Unfortunately, those in our past, because they're still there, in other words, they haven't come to that awareness that a lot of times what we experience and how we behave even is meant to help ourselves and others grow. We're still stuck in the cycle of patterns of behavior that hurt ourselves and hurt others. What's that? Bad decisions, addictions, all forms of escapism, allowing others to treat us poorly, not becoming aware of our access points such as depression, loneliness, even the desire for sexual intimacy. Those are all ways in which we allow people to access our energetic field. And so some folks who are suffering in silence are being led by that. They're being led by low vibrational tendencies that really create chaos and havoc in their lives and the lives around them. Internal conflict for which others become their collateral damage. But your awareness has allowed you to recognize this, and so you've moved on. You moved on not from someone because you do not love them anymore. For those of us who are genuine and honest in our love, the love really never leaves. We've just moved on from those behaviors, those toxic behaviors that slowly poison our minds, bodies, and souls. Collective, if your past comes back to visit you, to access you, be mindful and be aware that their shell is still something that you love, their voice, even the way they make you laugh, the conversations that you have. You still love those things, but don't be fooled by them. Are the toxic behaviors and low vibrational energies still there within them? Give it time, because they have no choice but to expose themselves. Have they changed their inner worlds to align with your current frequency, which is one of a higher consciousness, which is one of healed traumas, or at least working on healing your traumas rather than escaping and running away from them? Have they done the inner work to meet you where you are? Because when we do that inner work, we level up and we become closer to the divine. The divine becomes the new access point. We're no longer accessible via sadness, loneliness, depression, anxiety, fear, weakness. Where we become less and less accessible via those channels, and we become more and more accessible via divine channels of light, love, self-confidence, self-empowerment. We're no longer looking for people to make us whole because we understand that we are whole already. And all we can do is give others the authority to make us feel incomplete. And that's what some of the issue is, isn't it, collective? Is that there are those in our past that put us in a place of lack, in a vibrational place of lack. They breadcrumb you, they don't prioritize you. And so they make you question your self value. Wait a minute, what's going on? Am I not good enough? Maybe if I do something different, maybe if I do something more, maybe if I work on myself, I'll be better. So there you go. Now you feel incomplete. You feel as though you are not love ready, just as you are. And now you experience lack from receiving divine love, because the divine is going to pour that love into you. But if you don't feel good enough, you will not be in a place of receiving. Collective, we have past connections that were a distraction, because rather than focus on enhancing and strengthening your connection with the divine, you're focused on them. You're focused on getting their attention. You're focused on proving to them that you're worth their love. They distract you from your higher self, your higher power, all of the ways in which you need to pour into yourself to make yourself more lovable to you, although you should be lovable to yourself just the way you are. But they distract you. What? They distract you from, going after that promotion, going back to school. I don't know, putting effort into working out, exercising. I once had a past lover tell me that I didn't need to go to the gym, said that I could work out at home, which is true. But he was so adamant about me not needing to go to the gym to work out. And I couldn't quite understand what it was that he was trying to keep me from because it felt more like a control tactic. So it really and literally could be anything. My intuition tells me he just didn't want me to have access to other male energies that I could potentially meet of interest. Again, he was a past lover, not a current. But we remained friends, or so I thought, until his true intentions were revealed to me, or until I opened my eyes to them. So I share that with you as an example of really how petty and how trivial things can get when those from our past try to distract us from our best and highest good, from our future, from the greatness that awaits us. Some of you are loners, right? Introverts, people who prefer to be in their own company or in the company of few versus the company of many. And so some of the people in your past, they think they've done you a favor by giving you even the slightest bit of attention. But going back to the topic of lack, haphazard attention, haphazard love puts you in a place of lack. They breadcrumb you. They think that these breadcrumbs are enough to sustain you because their presence in your life is a value add. Otherwise, you would be alone. Not realizing that introverts, loners, are perfectly happy in their own company. Others are not a need for them, they're a want. They're maybe a complement to you, but not a necessity, not your lifeline, certainly not your life support. You can go on without it just fine. But there are some people from your past who think they were doing you a favor by breadcrumbing you. They decide for you that your life is sad, it's miserable, it's lonely, and any little thing that they do is going to make you feel wanted, valued, appreciated. And maybe you do. There's nothing wrong with that. But there's this underlying vibration of lack where you not being made a priority, you not being with someone who's 100% present, who's not distracted by others, people, places, and things, does create a vibration of lack. Some of you have exes who treated you like side pieces. Again, didn't prioritize you. For some of you, that's the only slot that they had available. They convince you that they have something going on, they have responsibilities, that they can't fully commit, they can't fully be there. So what happens? They're not there to show up for you in the ways that the common man needs. If you're feeling ill, they may not be there to be able to nurse you back to health. If you hear a noise in the middle of the night, you won't be able to pull them out of bed. They're otherwise occupied. Those things will start to make you feel alone and sad. And you start to realize that they get all of the benefits. They get all of the benefits and you only get some. Family, at the baseline, we're even. At the baseline, you're in the presence of someone who you're attracted to, be it because of their looks or their energy or what you can learn from them. They are also in your presence for something, for your looks, for your energy, for your wisdom. At the baseline, fair exchange is no robbery. You're both there because something in the other person has interested you. At the baseline, all things are fair. It is only how you build from there that determines whether you remain in balance or whether things become imbalanced. Now we start to really be able to see what the value add is. And I do not mean that in terms of materialism, this high value conversation that's being had around the world today. Quid pro quo, this for that, tit for tat. No. The value that I speak of is spiritual. Do you love yourself around this person? Do you feel safe around this person? How does this person impact your relationship with you? That is the value that I speak of. And no, none of us are perfect. And yes, there's trial and error, but there has to be trial in order for there to be error. Is this person trying to change? Because a true apology requires changed behavior. Or is this person just hot air and words? Collective, for some of you, it is best for you to stay moving on. There is no need to entertain your past because when you elevate within divineness, you elevate by leaps and bounds, which makes it difficult for others to catch up to you. So if there is no genuine demonstration of growth, of healing, of change, their words are sounding the same. The way they respond to you is the same. The way they try to gaslight and manipulate you is the same, maybe a little more subtle, but present nonetheless. You can detect their old patterns even in the way they say hello. That's your past knocking at your door. Your present is going to resemble the peace that you have made with wanting the best for you. Let's see if there's anything else that comes out for the collective. Shattered, broken, nightmares, failures. There are some people who want to shatter you. because your wholeness reflects back on the fact that there are pieces of them spread everywhere. See, you've called your energy back, you've called your power back to you, and that puts those shattered pieces back together. But some of them haven't done that. Collective, some of you have someone who's really heartbroken. They really feel like they fumbled the ball, and they feel like they're living in a nightmare. You've triggered an awakening in someone from your past. Could be multiple people from your past. That could have been it. That could have been the purpose. The purpose could have been for you to do just that, and for them to do that in you to get you to the next level. But their next level and your next level aren't necessarily the same. Just keep that in mind. Could be. Trust your intuition. Okay, one more card before I let you go. Family, if you've enjoyed these messages, if they've resonated with you, please like, share, comment, or subscribe to the channel. Any interaction with the channel lets the YouTube algorithm know that you'd like to see and hear more from me. I certainly appreciate you helping the channel grow. Stagnant, stuck, dead end, frozen. The problem with visiting the past is that we become stuck. It's a dead end. You become frozen in time when you visit the past. The past is already past. If someone was not able to grow alongside you, if someone was not able to progress alongside you, they are part of your past. So going back is just going to get you stagnant. It's no longer safe there because it's a world that existed for a past version of you that could survive there. The current version of you, it's not that it can't survive there, is that it may be explosive to everyone who's still there. Your frame is bigger. Your capsule is bigger. It's too big for that space. So blow up the walls if you have to. Two-faced, double life, cheater, backstabber. Okay. Some of you, some people from your past, they're still, again, stuck in their own patterns where there's two-faced. They're cheaters. They're living a double life. That has not changed. Okay. And so they may come to you with a mask on. They're still very much in their shadow energy, their shadow frequency and vibration. These are the things that you're leaving behind. And since those things are encased in them, you have to leave them behind. Nothing to do with whether your love was real for them or not. Some of these people want to backstab you again. Some of them just want your feminine energy, your gentleness, your nurturing, your mothering. Okay, they want to come back to you for a quick fix because they're still two-faced. They're still living a double life. Some of them need rehabilitation. Someone from your past has not learned how to access their own light. All they can do is access yours to get a recharge, to get a boost. But in the process, they deplete you of your energy, leave you to restore yourself for the next fix that they need from you. They leave you alone just long enough for you to recharge. They leave you alone just long enough to deplete their own energy out there in the world and come back to you for a recharge. Okay? Some of you have beautiful, beautiful feminine energy, and this is not gender specific, my loves. We're talking about gentleness, nurturing, mothering. We can say parenting. Some of you have beautiful, beautiful feminine energy. I can feel it right now. And that's sacred because people need to be healed, but may not understand that a true healer will teach them how to heal themselves. A true healer does not heal anyone but themselves. And by example, wisdom, and experience, teach others how to heal themselves. So those who think that they need your light, that they need you to be healed, to feel protected, whether they recognize it or you, they're energy vampires. Okay? Once again, collective, I hope these messages have been helpful to you. Whatever you do, be kind to yourself, love yourself, honor yourself. You are the divine in physical manifestation. I've enjoyed my time here with you today. Until next time.